Hi guys, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. This time I'm having a look at a Robots in Disguise figure. This is Minicon Ransack. He's a one-step changer. He does come with his armour as well. So he's one of the Decepticon figures. He kind of transforms into this little ball, which you can then deploy from one of the Decepticon deployers, like this one. And he can kind of shoot off. So that's the sort of packaging, not a lot to it really. And then just kind of get this opened up here. I think I picked this guy up a while ago, somewhere like Home Bargains, or probably Home Bargains, because they did a thing a while back where they were quite cheap in there, so that's probably where I picked them up. And in here, we actually do have a little sheet here, which is very unusual. Don't normally get these. It's like a little tick sheet of all the different Robots in Disguise figures, so that's quite cool. These ones are the kind of one-step changes here. I did have Spring Load, which I've kind of sold here. I'm just going to say I kind of regret it, but I'm not sure if I do or not. But I may pick up the little smaller figure of him. I did also have Thunderhoof, which I've sold, Fracture and Quillfire. I still got Grimlock, but not that one here that comes with the Minicon. So these ones are all sort of slightly smaller ones that come with the Minicon. And then on this side here, you've got your deployers, which I spoke about. I haven't got Crazybolt. If I do see him, I probably will pick him up. He does look quite cool. We have got Overload. I say we, it's actually my son's one. I think we've got these ones here. I'll have to go through and kind of tick them off. There are some quite cool ones. Scorch Strike I don't think I've got. I think I've got the other ones, the Blizzard Strike. I'm not sure if I've got the Veloci Razor or not. I know we've got Sawback, Slipstream and Beast Box. Yeah, got Rat Bat. I'm sure we've got Dive Bomb and Dragonus, Glacius, Sandsting we've got, and Swelter. I'll have to see if we can complete them all. But yeah, that's quite cool. I might keep hold of that actually, just to see which ones we've got. I did have this one here as the kind of deployer, but I haven't got him anymore. Still do have that one. So yeah, it's quite a cool little gimmick. So there's that. I'll pop that to one side. And then you get his little instruction manual. Let's chuck the packaging out of the way. I don't tend to keep the packaging for these guys. I don't really collect them in the same way that I do the kind of main line, like the classics and whatnot. So yeah, so he's come displayed like this, which is a Decepticon symbol. The Autobots obviously come in like an Autobot symbol, and then what you do is each of these are numbered, and on the instruction manual, it shows you where these go in. So I'm going to leave them as they are for now, and then when I come to do it, you see where they go, and it just plugs onto the back here. So if you wanted to, you could always, if you didn't want to take these off, you could use that as a little display for him if you did want to. Right, so take him off here, and that's him more or less in his kind of robot mode. He does have a little bit of paint on him down the sides here. The arms sort of move in and out, and then you've got little bits of red on the eye and yellow in the center here. And his little gimmick thing is that he kind of rolls up into a ball. So that's his kind of transformation there, like that. So very easy to do. And then what you do is got a Decepticon symbol on there as well, which you can use for the app. If you get someone like Overload, and you pop them in here, and then what do you do? Is there a button on the side there? I'm trying to remember what the button. I don't think I got this lined up properly. I think you press this button here. There you go, which fires them out. So I'll do that again. So pop them in here like that. then fire them out. Like so. So it's a neat little gimmick here. And this guy, I don't know if I've done a review of them. I may end up doing a review. If I haven't at some point, I'll have to have a look back. And all you do then is you then pretty much fold out his arms like that, and just fold his legs down kind of in one kind of motion like that. Then that's him transformed, and you can put your arms out however you want them really, but that's him done like that. So just give you a bit of a close-up so you can take a look at the guy. And then what we'll do is we'll have a look at putting all the other bits and pieces on him. So like I said, it's all numbered, so I'll just kind of bring this in here so you can see it. So number 5 says goes on his head. So that is, so it looks like it's 2 pieces. You've got 5 and 6, so 5 goes on the front and 6 goes on the back. So you just kind of wiggle that off, and there's little holes on here. So pop that on there. And normally with these guys you can kind of transform them with all this stuff on. This sounded like something fell over on the display room, but couldn't work out what it is. And then take this bit here, and then pop that on the back, so that looks like some little thrusters, like so. Okay. And then you've got number 1 and number 2, and they go on his shoulders. So number 1 goes on his right shoulder. So these are little blasters. So it means you can get them all kind of armed up. The other thing I need to do a review on as well is with the Minicon set. I think it's wave 1 and wave 2. There's a set. There's some of the pieces which you can take off from their figures, and they combine to make their own kind of like see-through. I think one's a lion and one's a shark, I think. So that's quite cool. I may at some point do that as well if people are interested. So right, he's got his 2 guns on here. I'm just going to lay him down. He's got 3 and 4 which are going to go onto his legs. So it looks like 3 goes on the front part of his leg here. So you just have to wiggle it. Ah, there we go, find the right bit. So it almost looks like a little bit of a foot. It's supposed to be like a flame, I think. And 4 goes front here. I'll kind of straighten them out once I get all the bits and pieces in. That's just to give you a bit of an idea at the moment what it's going to look like. Okay. And then turn it around, and you've got the 2 ones that go on the back, which are 7 and 8. So 7's here, so that should go on this side here. Yeah, they are a little bit fiddly. Okay, that side. And then last one. I've got like a little box I keep for all of these ones, so that's well worth doing just to avoid losing any of them. If you are buying this for a child, I recommend doing that. Either that, or because they're quite small pieces, literally just putting them to one side and maybe just keeping them in the box and just leaving them without them, just in case you're worried that they might do something with them. So there you go. You've got him in his robot mode here. I'll just show you, give you a close up, put that into focus here, with all the kind of bits on. Yeah, and these kind of almost like act as feet a little bit, more so anyway than they would do. He does have a little bit of movement side to side, I forgot to mention, in terms of articulation, these arms do move, and that's pretty much it. So you do get a little bit of movement. You got your blasters on here, kind of front part of the helmet here, and these boosters on the back. And the other thing as well is you can still transform him with all of the armor on. So you can then have this kind of futuristic kind of drone thing here, which I think is quite cool. You can have that as part of your base if you do want to, like a little mini Death Star, if you will. And then let's have a look. I think you can still, looks like you can still deploy him with all this armor on, and actually that looks pretty decent, doesn't it? With that plugged into there, it does add a little bit to the overall mode on there. So if you're having that on display, I actually think that looks pretty cool. And then let's see if it will still shoot out. I wonder if any of the bits will fall off. There we go, and it's kept all the bits on, which is not bad at all. Do recommend picking up these guys if you can get them at the right price. I know retail, originally they're about, I don't know, £7-8, but probably now in the sales they're probably going to be £2 or £3. So at that price I definitely recommend picking them up. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.